Do workers from the Western Balkans who move to the EU have full access to their rights? In order to secure a cheap workforce, companies in wealthier EU countries continue to exploit the vast wage gap with Balkan states. Even though they are entitled to a minimum wage, our research shows many workers who move are often underpaid and work under exhausting conditions, lacking access to legal support. A 51-year-old factory worker from Serbia told us how, rather than being an exception, strenuous working conditions seem to have a systemic character. 1 million operations need to be done, and lots of running. Sometimes I don't have time to drink water. That is their way of work organization because they do not have enough workers. You can accept it or go somewhere else. When it comes to access to healthcare, the same worker stated how if something serious happens, for many workers, medical treatment remains hard to afford. Doctors only serve to give sick leave. Another problem is linked to the role of agencies placing workers with companies abroad. Often, instead of charging the employer, agencies charge workers with high fees for their mediation services. What is more, it occurs that workers relying on agencies don't always get the job the agency promised. Finding affordable housing risks also becoming a major issue, since this normally requires a great deal of documents and financial requirements that not all migrant workers own upon arrival. Due to that, workers often find accommodation through their employer, thus amplifying a dependency relationship. A different problem faced especially by seasonal migrant workers working in more than one country results from lack of coordination of social security systems. Last but not least, language barriers and lacking access to information and support in a language they understand prevents workers from fully knowing their rights. Workers Without Borders acts and advocates for the European institutions to do more to protect the rights of workers who move. Check out how to get involved.